All right, so on today's video, I want to talk about something very important. Growing up, I used to always hear this. You have a lot of melon, so you don't need a lot of vitamin D. You just go out there in the sun and the sun will take care of it. Today, I want to prove to you guys why that is absolutely false. Let's talk about it. I'm sure you guys know what this is by now, but melanin is a pigmentation that actually protects you against UV radiation, especially UVB radiation, oxidized stress. The list goes on and on and on, even cancer. So everybody knows by now, the more melanin you have in the system, the more protection you have against getting skin cancer. Like for instance, if you're a dark-skinned person, you are 43% melanin in your system, compared to a light-skinned person who have 1.3% melanin in your system. Now the benefits of this is skin cancer. Now a white person, they have a 31% chance of getting skin cancer. I should have wrote this a little bit bigger. Indian person, 8%, Hispanic, 5%, Asian, 2%, and black person, if you were mixed with another race, you're talking about 0.8% chance of getting skin cancer. Now you might look at this and say, oh, this is a great thing. The problem is, the melanin in your system actually is like a sun blocker. So it actually blocks UV radiation. And you might think that's a good thing. Here's the problem. See, if you're dark-skinned, it's hard for you to get skin cancer, which is a great thing. But it's actually harder for you to absorb vitamin D. The melanin in your system blocks everything. So a dark-skinned person would need 3 to 6 times more, I done messed this up, 3 to 6 times more vitamin D intake to actually absorb the right amount of vitamin D that you need per day. And everybody knows by now, if you're low on vitamin D, lower back pain, your immune system is corrupted. The risk of diabetes, that's why a lot of black people or dark-skinned people have more diabetes in our culture than any other races. Blood pressure goes up, cancer goes up. So just because it doesn't helps you, protects you against skin cancer, there's other form of cancer that you actually worry about. Now the next thing I want to talk about is something very important, and then I'll tell you guys how much vitamin D I actually take per day, and I'll take you out in the next room and show you ones I recommend and go on from there. The next thing I want to talk about too, that white people actually benefit from, just because it's easier for a lighter skinned person to get cancer, what benefits them is actually folate. Now make sure when you're taking your folate, you don't take folic acid. Make sure it's methylfolate. That is the best one, especially the older we get. We need to start concentrating more on the methylfolate and not the folic acid. It's very good for hormonal health. Erectile dysfunction, extremely well. You need about 300 to 600 micrograms per day. Some people could actually get it. I actually get that amount in my daily supplements, vitamins, so I don't need to supplement with it otherwise. But it's one of those things where you go out there in the sun and you're not doing too much, but you come home and you're tired. That's one of the reasons. It lowers your energy levels. So by supplementing with methylfolate, you actually have more energy. A lot of people might think, oh, I just need to take more carbs, and they take a whole bunch of carbs after being out there in the sun, and they realize, okay, that's not working. I just take more and more and more. And then you end up raising your insulin level and all of that stuff. And you become diabetic, and you can't figure out why, when all you need to do is make sure that you're taking methylfolate to give you the energy that you need and to take care of your erectile dysfunction. All right, let me take you guys in the next room, show you guys some of the products that I use, and I'll discuss how much vitamin D I actually take. All right, so I made a video where I talk about blood type. This also pertains to that. So it depends on your blood type. You need to actually know how much you should actually take. But it really, really and truly 100% depends on the color of your skin, the melanin in your system. The darker your skin is, the less chances of you to get the right amount of vitamin D3 into your system. I know there's going to be lots of skepticism going around. Please look it up yourself, and you guys will figure out what I'm saying is the absolute truth. Now, the one that I take, I will put a link for it because I know you guys probably can't see it from that far away, but I'll put a link for this down below. I take 3 of these per day. I take one around 8 o'clock, and the other one I take around 12 o'clock, and the last one I take at 3 p.m. every single day. That gives me the right amount for what I need for my body. And that's, believe me, right up. These pills are, I think these are 10,000 per day, per unit. Where is it? Yeah, these are 10,000 per unit, so I try to share around 30,000, which is not bad. But one thing I know a lot of people are going to ask me about, the methylfolate. This is the one I recommend, but this is a very high amount. So let's say I try to do this on leg day. So yesterday when I trained legs, I actually take this one, and I'm going to take this one again on Wednesday. But you cannot, this is a very high amount. You cannot take this every single day. The one that you need every day is, you can get it in your complete supplements. And this will put you right about, I will put a link for all of these products. This will put you right about 680. And the max you need to take is right around 600. But here's the thing. If you are in the gym training, this is just, I'm not talking about those studies that I showed you before. These are just for people who get up in the morning, go to work, do some light cardio, come back home. If you're trying to push your body to the maximum limit, you need more. So this gives me about 680 micrograms, so it's still not a lot. But if you guys don't want to go that route and you're just starting out, what I would recommend is Life Extensions 2 per day. This will give you the right amount of what you need per day. Plus, it actually helps with your hormonal imbalance. I guarantee you take this and sexually, you'll feel a lot better. And all it is supplements. But you guys don't have to believe everything I say. Look it up online. You guys will find out what I'm saying is absolutely true. Just like I talked about before, we use magnesium. I have different form of magnesium. This one here I could take all day long because it doesn't, magnesium glycine, it doesn't make me sleepy, but it's actually good for me. This one here, the citrate, I can only take it at bedtime. So just because it has one word on it, you guys really have to read up and make sure you're taking the right thing for your system and for what you need to grow in and out of the gym. So because I train so much and I push myself so hard in the gym, I need extra. The recommended dose on the bottle doesn't pertain to you if you train hard. They can't tell you that my mom only needs to take 200 and I only need to take 200, and we live 2 different lifestyles. So it really depends on your lifestyle. See you guys on the next one.